It's March 23rd, 2025, and you're watching Cover News. On the All In podcast that aired March 20th, 2025, Howard Lutnick, now acting Secretary of Commerce, said that only people committing fraud would complain if they didn't receive Social Security checks for that month. Let's listen.
Out their checks this month. My mother-in-law, who's 94, she wouldn't call and complain. She just wouldn't. She'd think something got messed up, and she'll get it next month.
Yeah.
A fraudster always makes the loudest noise, screaming, yelling, and complaining. And if all the guys who did PayPal, like Elon knows this by heart, right? Anybody who's been in the payment system and the process system knows the easiest way to find the fraudster is to stop payments and listen.
Yeah.
Because whoever screams is the one stealing.
Yeah.
Because my mother-in-law's not calling. I mean, come on, your mother, 80-year-olds, 90-year-olds, they trust the government. They trust, okay, maybe I got screwed up, big deal. They're not going to call and scream at someone. But someone who's stealing always does. So what happens is,
Gross. The Secretary of Commerce, responsible for the department that gathers data and decides how business and commerce is ran in the United States, thinks that only someone committing fraud would be inclined to complain if they didn't receive their benefits. In 2023, over 71 million Americans received Social Security, and of that 71 million, 50% report Social Security comprising as half of their annual income. So the claim that only a fraudster would complain to lose out on this cash flow seems uneducated, if not bad faith. This comes as President Donald Trump called for cuts of the department that oversees Social Security. The planned cuts include 7,000 layoffs to the workers in the department, cuts to the number of offices beneficiaries could visit to manage their benefits, closing of online verification processes that would require claimants to visit in-person offices. So to get this straight, Donald Trump wants to cut the number of workers and offices people can visit and make elderly and sick people who rely on these programs come in person to file their claims. The Trump admin says that programs like SNAP, Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare are off the table, while they make it harder and harder to benefit from these same programs. The plan to kill departments from the inside is a way for the Trump administration to skirt around having to seek congressional approval, as we saw him do with the Department of Education. In the President's executive order, it says, to the maximum extent appropriate and permitted by law, take all necessary steps to facilitate the closure of the Department of Education and return authority. Hey, you're watching a short-form version of a longer conversation. Why don't you look at the pinned comment of this video to leave this treadmill of short-form content and watch the full video?